We live in a society made up of systems that sometimes overlook the critical importance and individuality of the person. Implementing a person-centered approach is an effective way to balance the power of the person with the power of the systems. Putting the person at the center and removing the assumption that we already know what is important to and for them brings about new awareness and possibility. Person-centered practices were originally born out of a necessity to listen to people, acknowledge their truth, and assist them in taking action. To support someone well, we must first know how the person wants and needs to be supported. A good place to start is with the art of reflective listening. When someone practices reflective listening well, it allows people to communicate and immediately hear back a summary of what they have said. This practice opens the space for someone to explain more about what they are hoping to communicate. If corrected, incorporate that feedback and summarize again as many times as needed. This reflective process shows the other person you are invested in understanding what they have to say, while the reflective practice ensures that you actually do understand what they have to say. You can vary your practice with simple and complex reflections. Let's take a deeper look at simple and complex reflections. Simple. Keep your summary very close to what the other person has said. Use the exact words or very close to what they used to reflect the content or emotion of what they said. You can choose which element or aspect to contemplate. For example, someone tells you that they are having trouble paying their rent. You might reflect back, "It sounds like you are having some financial struggles. Do you want to tell me more about that?" Complex. To go beyond what was said and offer a new perspective, you may reflect further on the ambivalence or the pros and cons of what you have heard them say. These statements contain additional depth by putting elements in contrast to one another. This can offer perspectives that the other person may not have considered. For instance, can you say more about that part regarding your sister? Would you mind telling me what you have already done to pay off the loan? Who have you contacted about your situation? Using you statements throughout your listening reinforces the responsibility of the other person and makes it about them. No I statements are used in reflective listening.